Okay. Woo! Been a long time. It's been a long ass time. And we're strapped in for a 47-minute video, hopefully. Hopefully, it's not a good thing. I mainly do commentary, so this is more like this is going to be a what's it called? I don't want to say bulk. It's not bulk, but it's something else. Either way, welcome. We're in for a rough ride. It's a 47-minute video, and maybe I might skip it and try to trim it down a little bit. But I do commentaries, and it's mainly just all I do. So me, here I am with the regular draft, not ranked. I don't do ranked drafts because they're always toxic sometimes. But here I am with a delicious looking, not a prestige, a regular. The regular form of the new Morde skin, and oh my gosh, is it beautiful! Now, I plan on maybe getting the red one, the red variant, the red chrome. I'm really debating on it because this purple black, beautiful. I don't know if I want to go red. I don't know if I want to use my crystals on that. But okay. My normal strat, it has been a while, so I shall share my strat. It is the normal strat, it is a nice strat, I don't know. I play the other ones. I usually like to camp in this little area, especially if I'm going more top. Only because I like to make sure I have enough space. I mean, they don't try to, like, invade on my junglers camp. That can happen, and now look inside. Luckily, they have it, and if you can see on the map, Riven also did that. Riven did what I did. It's just nice for your, nice for, I don't know why it's doing some kind of sound that I don't like. It's repeating it. Either way, what I like to do with Morde is I like to sometimes play aggressive. Now, Morde, I think, is better when you're going against mana. Anyone has mana. Wreckington is a pain in the butt. I've beaten the pulp out of Wreckingtons before. For some reason, when I went through Wreckington today, he was probably sweaty as hell, and he destroyed me. Now with Riven does, I think in my opinion, she does a decent amount of damage, but she's very mobile. Gotta smack her. Right now, she is being boned. She got lucky. Pull. See that sound? I don't know why. Either way, I like to make sure I give plenty of space. I try to close the space. If they try to run, this Riven though is very playing with fire being this close. Anyway, I try to close the distance between us as much as I humanly can, and try to just make sure I have that sphere, my bubble. I call it my bubble. So I can do as much damage as I can.
First blood.
However, the problem is I am out of practice. I'm really out of practice. I can pull them in, get the sphere up. I'm not as aggressive as I used to be, which sucks. I was kind of avoiding taking any unnecessary damage right there. Again, I don't know why it's making the sound. If it's gonna do it for 47 minutes, why? See that? Horrible. Good up. I noticed this was gonna happen, and I went like, oh shit. Decided to take them both out, and I failed. But I did shove Diana close to the Warwick, which did work in my favor. Diana did get destroyed, Now the crappy part is, as you can probably tell, Riven got a kill out of it. Now, surprisingly enough, Riven... Okay, first off, Riven couldn't do much. Riven needed Diana. Diana. It's late at night, I'm recording before a big storm happens. Anyway. She needed Diana. And I couldn't really finish off the Riven because she's so... her mobility is kind of... ability to close the distance is really fast. Really kind of unnerving sometimes for me. Either way, I couldn't finish her off, especially when she can escape. Now, her name is Queen Bee. Oh. Either way, I try my best. I don't know where I was originally going, so I'm gonna go off to a different tangent. I like to make sure Okay, I'm very aggressive with killing the minions close to the towers, and I really shouldn't be. I don't know what I normally would do to efficiently maintain the minions in the middle or close to the left.
Double kill.
Because I feel like I get ganked a lot if I push too far. Now, I always try to make sure I put a little, little trinket around just to make sure I'm not getting destroyed. Oh, funny enough, that drag I do, I can kill people after I've died. If I did it in time, that drag still goes on, it can kill people. It looks so dope.
Blue team
and purple.
Dragon.
I don't know what it looks like in red, and I don't know if I want to buy it. I genuinely do. I've grinded for the skin, but I grinded for the chroma. Get her. I'm sure to exhaust her if I could. That way I can, kind of get away. That was pointless, though. Getting a tiny bit of help? I don't know about that. I don't know if that was the smartest idea.
Shut down.
See, I think at this point, because this has been a few days, and I'm just now getting the chance to record this, I think I was trying to R her? Get my R off on her? But, she kind of dodged that, and I was... No, I think I might have been hitting the wrong button, or A, she dodged it in time. It didn't really get out of my radius. Which sucked. Here, trying to go for it again, but then she decides, exhausted her, and she perished. She escaped, I couldn't kill her, but she perished. It's weird, I thought it would show my perspective of what it looked like, but I guess it doesn't. I assumed it always did show your perspective. I don't remember now. Either way, I usually exhaust them. Exhaust and put my flame on them. Right on them. You gotta guarantee they die. As a Morde, I usually will use my R on... I think it's always a good idea to use your R on like a half health individual and not a full health individual because you don't finish them off. At least I can. Professionals, better Morde players are out there, I'm sure they can. Easily. Now, so I was kind of smart to go away from the area because I could have been jumped by the Riven. But at the moment, hey. Looks so cool with the wings, especially. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I love his skin. Yeah, right now I'm 1-1. I'm going for, obviously, Riftmaker. Riftmaker for my mythic. Riftmaker is so good. And it's gonna be a while before I get any kills or anything like that. I kinda just assist. Now, I think at this point, I think they're coming. I pointed out the Riftmaker was still alive, and I kinda normally just exist. I kinda take out the Riftmaker myself. But I said I'm coming in, and they killed. I love how. Oh, I love how they were so. See, if I was just smart enough to turn around, I could have killed Diana. I could have killed Diana, and boom, that would have fucked them up. But Veigar had to show up. Now, I was only mad at this time because Yasao did not did anything, didn't say anything, didn't even help, which kind of annoyed me. Now, Warwick was actually doing pretty good there. Warwick is going 6-4 at the moment. I'm going 1-2. It changes, trust me. Warwick just goes ham on everybody, okay? Now, Yasuo, 0-1. He's died once, hasn't done anything, and that's about it. Mad at him. He's killing minions, sure, but I was mad that he didn't point anything out. I was really upset about that. Which becomes a thing. And I kind of just... Usually I don't say anything in chat that they feel like how upset I am, because it's kind of toxic. I don't want to join into the toxicity sometimes. And I have my fair shares with dealing with toxic players. It has to. Now, it doesn't take away the fun out of playing League sometimes. Sometimes if they're stupidly toxic and they try to pin you every single moment, I hate it. I genuinely dislike it. It's stupid, and I make sure to let them know. They exhaust her, and I keep running.
Shut down.
As fast as I humanly can, and funny enough, it worked. And Senna tried to... I don't know if she was aiming for me or if she was trying to aim for the Warwick. I don't know what she was doing. And right here, I was kind of just going like, okay, you're coming upon me. And then you send in him. I was annoyed because Diana was helping this Riven so much. But they were distracted at me, so Warwick was able to get the dragon perfectly fine, which was actually really good. I don't know what Veigar was doing there. Anyway, I deal with the toxic players. I kind of just ignore them sometimes, but sometimes, you know, gotta retaliate back. Can't let them get away with being toxic. You gotta, you know, win. Don't be toxic. Beat them at their own game. Make them humbled. Prove to them you're the best. Or one up and show them. It's always funny when you show up some of the toxic player. Makes them humbled, I think. Anyway, right now, at this moment, you can't tell. Actually, I can show you now. Veigar is at 3. That will change because that Veigar goes fucking insane. Oh man, Veigar has the capabilities of going crazy. Fucking crazy. And I'm always so comfortable dealing with a Veigar because Veigar will be somewhat strong at the beginning, but will go insane because of his ability. His passive? Yeah, his passive. See, Riven was doing her whatever, and I don't know what she was trying to do. I don't know why anyone would stick with bait. Why would you bait? He's healing over there. I don't know realistically. I think I was expecting Riven to try to come at me, but she's playing it super safe. Also, kind of helpless without the game. Sucks for her. But she was so smart. Yeah, no, she just completely dodged. She completely ran over me and it sucked. It sucked so much. I could have had Riven. Now, Riven kind of got lucky because, as you can tell right here, Warwick almost had her. Seconds. If you look at the map correctly, at that time, Warwick was running up her and she could have died.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Now, luckily enough, I think I get the turret here. Yeah, I think I get the turret.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I get the turret.
Rampage.
Fucking Warwick is going ham on everyone. Diana is getting destroyed. There's the sound again. I don't know why. Either way, I'm kind of just farming. Look at that beautiful wings, though. Boom. This Morde skin, though, I'm only at 1-2, though. Warwick is going 9. At this point, I'm not doing, anything crazy. Riven's actually got 1 more kill than me. Veigar's still at 3. The only one really going ham is Warwick. It changes. Trust me. And it changes quickly. Now, at this time, I was kind of thinking I could probably take the Rift Herald. Now, I didn't know about the teleports. I didn't see them. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking maybe I can get the Rift Herald because Morde is really good at dealing with that on his own. Once he gets Rift Herald, or even if he gets the... I forgot the little staff. Staff name that goes to build into Rift Herald. Either way, once you get that, you can deal with the Rift Herald on your own. It takes a while, but it's possible. And I saw Diana, and I went like, oh hell no! And she just got deleted. I caught her trying to gate, and she died for it. Now, the thing is, I did not see the trinket. I know it's invisible. It wasn't I wasn't aware of it. So, they were seeing that I was taking... the thing. Veigar was coming around, which annoyed the hell out of me. Which sucked. So I was trying to deal with the Rift Herald, and as you can see, Veigar isn't going to do it on his own. Blows. I remember now, it blows a lot. Comes back. No real reason. She's putting it down, but that's about it. Only getting a single boy and giving the Drake to our team. Which is incredible that she was able, that she has been allowed to do that. Now she's, I think, if I remember, she tries to go for the Rift Herald, but I don't know what happens after that.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
I don't exactly remember if, I think they do get the Rift Herald. Yeah, they did get the Rift Herald. Veigar actually got the Rift Herald. Now, funny enough, he almost killed me. And I was able to sneak up on Veigar and grab his soul away. But no, the fact that he almost killed me there was insane. And that was in my fucking heart.
Red team's
were
turret has been
horrifying.
destroyed.
That's why I went back, because I went like, I'm not gonna risk dying again.
Rampage.
Just kind of just getting health back, you know, doing my thing. Well,
Shut
sucky part
down.
is, at this point, it doesn't last that long. And in a few seconds, you're gonna see that I'm gonna go back. Those wings are beautiful still. Look at that. Come on. Chef's kiss, gone. At this point, I was kind of like, fuck yeah. I'm going for round 2, baby! I killed her. Sadly, Veigar was gonna win. But at this point, I was just bullying. I was just bullying the heck out of Diana. At this point, as you can probably tell, Veigar is going 6-5. He actually is climbing in terms of kills, and he's doing incredible amount of damage. That's because of his passive.
Hold up now.
Items are helping there, but it's also because of his passive. He's going insane. He gets stronger. It's extra Senna. Actually, I've been playing Senna. Senna's actually pretty fun. In my opinion. I don't know how to optimize her, but it's pretty fun. But right now I'm going 4-4. Warwick is going 10-5. Yeah, so, you know, blah blah blah. You can see that Ashe actually has, at this point, I didn't realize that Ashe was going 5-0. He's actually doing really good. Lux was getting demolished. Senna was getting demolished. Bot was getting demolished completely.
Blue team's turret has
Sad
been
part
destroyed.
is that see, at this point, I kind of realized that they were behind, so I came around to try to flank them.
Red team's turret
Big
has
time.
been destroyed.
And as you can see, Warwick is coming around. This is a horrifying situation to get yourself in. And I just pull Veigar in there, and he's just dead. He dies. Crappy part is, yes, they got their thing. Veigar was able to get his damn thing, but I was kind of like looping around and seeing what can I do. And I kind of wanted to farm some of the guys, so I'm like, okay, farm the birds. I know, as you can probably tell, I'm just murdering minions left and right. At this point, I'm running Riftmaker, you know, foods. At this point, I was mainly worried about maybe letting Riven getting some damage off me. I realize now that's kind of dramatic. See, my guard just hurt a lot. Like, he did half health there? Destroyed Ashe there? He is scary. And to suck Lux back in, and she kinda just died. Oh yeah, I forgot I took her in my R. That's why she disappeared there. I don't know what happened here.
Shut down.
I don't remember. I think this is where I said BRB because I had something like going on in IRL. So I kind of just went AFK, but I thought I transported all home, so I don't remember this bit. Yeah, I was kind of just standing here. My bad. Life happens. Things happen.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Things need to be done. Which, you know, unfortunately sucked. I know I died after this, so at this point I'm gonna go back to war right until I die. He just walks over that Veigar. Oh my god. At this point, I didn't think I was gone that long.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Hold on, we'll see how I die. I don't know, it is sad how long it took them to figure out that I was AFK.
Shut down.
I just kinda going AFK. Yeah, I think this is when I came back, was after this happened. And I remember saying sorry. No, I thought I recalled back to base. That's what I thought I did. Then, you know, it turns out I didn't. It was kind of stupid. Of me. Right now, Riven is doing pretty okay. I think she got more kills. Yeah, she's going 4-4. I was going 6-5. I wish I could have went 6-4. I was trying to Now this Morgana, I'm starting to appreciate more. Morgana could be really dangerous and back at this point. Finally came back and I said sorry, and I think someone else traded me off like they went AFK.
Blue team's turret has been
I think at this
destroyed.
point I was trying to go for a... Oh, I saw that. Took Veigar in for a happy-go-lucky experience. Smacked the hell out of him. Dragged Senna into my little dungeon of doom and took him. At this point, yeah, I think the reason why I couldn't do anything else after that was because flags. Look, kinda... bum the mood. But no, at this point, you can probably tell 9-9. Veigar is dying a lot. Got him a few times, but he's still powerful. So at this point, I was kind of just making sure that I save my R for Veigar. I targeted Veigar specifically solely because he was massive threat, and I know Veigar's going to be massive threat. Oh, I don't know who did that much damage to me, by the way. What? Jesus. As you can tell, I have barely any HP. 160. That's insane.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
At this point, like, holy crap. At this point, I was going Riftmaker, you know, gotta slow people down. It's really good with Morde if you can be able to slow them down. Can't fuck up there. You always want to slow people down and give them demonic. Get a demonic embrace so you can melt their health while you're doing it. While you're using your normal passive ability to melt their health. It's always a good idea in my opinion. Now, I like the fact that they tried. Didn't know where they were at, and I didn't see how many trinkets they had. I didn't go to any of the bushes with stupid of me. I think at this point I saw that the ribbon was over there. I wanted ribbon for breakfast. Kind of fucked up by doing this alone and got the lead. think I remember this because I don't know who. Oh, someone in the team yelled my ass going, "Hey, can we stop going alone?" And I was like, I think specifically they were trying to call out me, don't go by myself, which yeah. But also I was trying to make sure that I targeted the Veigar, who was the threat out of the group. 11-10 now. Reminder, we're 30 minutes in at this point. I did talk a little bit at the beginning. 30 minutes. Right now it's just 29 minutes, 3 seconds.
Red team has slain the dragon.
So,
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
right now, if you want.
Red team has slain Baron Nashor.
Take a break. Baron Nashor. Anyway, at this point, it becomes a grudge fest. Like, oh my gosh, long games are only bad in terms of how much damage you need to do in order to finish them off. You need to do more damage in order to delete them. It's so painful, and look how much items these are. Damn! Don't know what Lux was doing there though. Lux should not have used her R. I was kind of just roaming around. At this point, I was kind of mainly looking for Veigar. But I saw Diana was over there, the one like, okay, I know everyone else is coming. And to finish up that ribbon, send her to hell.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
See, she rooted me, but she didn't think about
Blue team's turret has been
Warwick.
destroyed.
And I forgot about that. Yeah, Morgana stole Warwick's kill.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Now, Veigar is going
Shut
ham
down.
back there, but also at the same time, look at the pain. I dragged him back into this, and he got. Yeah, he didn't get deleted. I thought I remembered incorrectly.
Red team double kill.
Damn, that's what I remembered incorrectly. Yeah, Sal got
Red
deleted.
team's turret has been
He
destroyed.
just does so much damage. The longer the game goes, if you don't finish the game off quick enough, Veigar will delete you. At this point, Warwick and I were just deleted.
Blue team double kill. No other way. Red team's inhibitor respawned.
At this point, just deleting.
Blue team triple kill.
Veigar?
Red
I mean,
team's
Warwick is
inhibitor
going
has been
insane.
destroyed.
This is a really good Warwick.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
There's only one Morgana skin that I adore amongst all. I will never say. One day I will. But not. Now. It's gonna be a while before we finish. Why? Because apparently pain and suffering. We never got dragons. I'm telling you that. I don't think we did. I don't remember we did. I know. I know the pain that is about to come. What about? Because I think at this point I was getting lots of kills.
Shut down.
And deleting them. Going blonde. Niceness. Delicious. I don't remember. What happened? Because, look, it's a 47-minute match. And it's only 33 minutes right now. So,
Shut down.
14 minutes? Yeah, 14 minutes of pain. Diana got pulled in, dragged her into my arms, just started going to ham. Oh almost killed me, which was scary. Don't know how she did that, but it was horrifying. It was a game changer. I knew pain was coming my way.
Shut down.
I think they killed me after this. Don't know why I shield there, but I did. Veigar was coming around. I knew what Veigar is up to. Veigar made sure to kill me. Not surprised by that. Veigar is... Let's see. Look at the items. Whoa, what's the item? Wait, what's this? Never used this one before. Void resilience for 2 seconds of championing the combat, gain the stack 3 armor. Ooh. These are actually really good. That actually might be really good. I've never used that. Might have to. Right now, though, that Veigar. I have my R ready too.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh shoot! I don't remember. Something happened. Something really insane happened. I think. We're trying to go for Bashnor. I don't know if I went towards Bashnor or who. I know I'm coming up to a kill, but I don't know who I killed.
Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Ooh, I think it was the Veigar. Yes. Look at the Lux. Oh, it's Diana. But I died, so it didn't matter. See, the only problem with what happened right now is that my team left the Veigar alone. That's why we lost that fight. Because they left Veigar just one hit. That Diana must have been very close.
Aced. Red team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Look at that damage though. Squishy as hell though.
Red team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Squishy, but insane damage. At this point, I think we're more like not Grodd, because not all of their team members are good. Me and Warwick are kind of going ham. 10, he's going 19. Morgana's going 7. That was pretty good. At this point, I was kind of going like, hey, do we want to push for this? This point, kind of just wanted to murder the hell out of that Veigar. Yeah, I used my R. This, which is crappy, but at the same time, that Veigar though. No one. See, that was the stupid. Yes, I would dive in there like an idiot. But at the same time, your sound was a little. I don't blame him entirely. That was mainly me. But what? is going crazy. Same time though, I think. Yeah, he was able to steal it, but it didn't do much since he died. Look at that though, dang!
Shut down.
It's kind of like, I don't know if anyone has seen Peach's Wild. It's kind of like a carrot killer, and I'm kind of just trying to go around and eat the hell out of them. No better to go in that area. I get stunned, you know, just to get closer. This Veigar was not surviving.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
See, I was mad when he pulled that out of his butt. I was so mad. It annoyed me to no end, so Veigar was able to pull that. And I think he only got the hourglass solely because of me. You got X-Tech soul? Oh, I thought we didn't. Oh no, they did. But
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
our team too? Yeah, our team. Yeah, no. But they didn't. It didn't matter. At this point, you can probably tell who won, but who knows? A lot happened in 6 minutes left of the match. A lot happens in 6 minutes. At this point, I was kind of like, I need some gold, so I'm gonna kind of farm him. You know, it didn't take long. Kind of knocked him, you know, good. 69. Not 69. That was 190 damage with that big hit. Not bad. I don't know what the maximum you can go with. What insane Morde players do. I'm sure some people do like 1,000 per hit. Half hit. That was 815. At this point, I nearly missed Diana. I don't know what happened. I noticed Diana was going up there. I think I went around her. No, this was a funny look. I was just in this bush. Veigar popped up, and I was like, okay, come die for me.
Shut down.
That was just a random in the bush moment, and I found Veigar, and it sucked for him. Now, I died after that. Gained nothing. But I made sure the Veigar was out of the picture. He kind of got on me. I did get rid of the main threat of the group. I just wish they pushed at this point. They could have pushed. Senna's strong. Lux is annoying. But those two were the main... I was trying to tell them, yeah, Veigar is out. Just push. I think Ashe really was trying to do something. Warwick's doing fine. Warwick's doing Warwick things. Was Yasao and Morgana though very timid. Grudge. Look how aggressive he is though, dang!
Shut down.
Morgana, I don't know why Morgana keeps taking kills. Morgana doesn't mainly do the damage, she gets just, you know, she just finishes him off the burn. But it's so funny how Warwick and I are just eating them every single time they come through the bush. I did that just to see where they're at. Didn't find anybody. Circling around because I wanted that Veigar UB. Now the crappy part is I killed Veigar, but at what cost?
Blue team's inhibitor is responding soon.
And again, I kind of got, outranged. Senna was able to kill me. Which sucked.
Red team double kill.
At this point, I don't remember if it was the Morgana that was mainly complaining. Was it Yasu? I think it was Morgana. What happened after this? I took Baron, but it didn't matter. Veigar wasn't around for it. Why do I keep saying Veigar is not around for it and what benefit? Veigar gets none of that. Veigar is the biggest threat of all this. Yeah, I'm going 13-13, Bork is going 19-12. We've died a lot more than our teammates, but we're also dishing out a lot of more damage. Ghana is just picking some of the kills, which a little annoys me when she tries to backseat me. The Ribbon's starting to get more kills. Senna's getting a lot more kills, especially on me. And Veigar is doing Veigar things, going 23. Now, this is where Veigar fucked up. Veigar tried to go for this and then got dragged. Got deleted, dragged, stunned. I think I R'd him too, yeah. R'd him right before it and he died in it. Gone.
Stick around.
It sucked a lot for their team. They lost 2 people very quickly. Senna especially was sick a whole minute. Didn't matter. Their Nash did not matter. I was mainly in the front, taking a lot of the hits. Exhausted one of them, the Ribbon especially, gone. Kind of dragged. Lux in, she was gone. Anna died, it was all over. I don't know where I got that kill. It says I got a kill, one more kill at the very end, but I don't think I did.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
No, we just won. I don't know why it shows another mark. Either way, that's kind of Veigar and Senna's fault at the end, because they got too cocky, and they kind of got Veigar especially, he went by himself and got pulled and got deleted. Senna just got caught slacking. That's it. Veigar should have stuck with his team, and he probably could have kept the team going for a little bit longer, and they could have won. Especially with the Nash. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed. It was fun. It was insanely gruesome. And I love the fact that I was able to just happen to come through the teleporter as soon as Veigar did. We went to the same bush. I got the jump on him first, and he died. Beautiful. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good night. If you stuck around for this long. I hope someone did. It'd be funny if they did. Whoever you are, bless you. You're beautiful. But go to bed.